and welcome to the 2-Minute Coach, where I'll be sharing tips and strategies and growth tools in 2 minutes that you can apply to a lifetime.
So let's have a quick look at other methods that don't work when it comes to goal setting. Traditional methods, meaning the SMART goal system, setting a goal, it not being specific enough, not enough of the right accountability, right? It's not just about accountability, it's the right amount at the right frequency to the right people. Maybe your goals are too big. Okay, if the goal is too big, then it might be perceived as unrealistic or unachievable by your subconscious, and so it's not tangible. Maybe it's too far away. If you have a 20-year goal, your subconscious mind is not actually going to look at the reality of that outcome. You've got to break things down smaller. And speaking of goals, if your goal is too achievable, if it's too easy, you put less effort into it. So having a goal that's too small can also be a part of the challenge. Maybe you don't have a big enough purpose. There isn't a big enough reason why. It might be nice to have. This is the challenge that you have if you just have monetary goals. Unless you link it to a purpose to create a life of freedom or to support unconditionally your family or your children or get them through university, whatever it is, unless it's linked to a purpose, then it lacks that emotional connection to purpose. When you link it to impact and purpose, you have a much greater necessity to achieve those outcomes. Another area of failure is that we don't consider that our behaviors and our actions are what actually leads to the successful or less successful outcome. So not having the detail of the action plans and not building the energy. So for example, if you're not managing systems of energy around sleep so that in the morning you have production, you know what your flow triggers are, you know where you're most productive, you know what you need to do, you know what your top 3 things of the day are, you know what you need to have done by 11 a.m. If that's not clear, then you haven't built a successful life system or a behavior around achievement. Then if you're going to bed and you're going to bed late and you're trying to wake up energized and focused on 4 or 5 hours of sleep, then you haven't built systems to be energized and focused to complete those tasks to achieve those goals. So the life mastery and the energy management systems for performance are the behavioral systems that I keep referring to. So you've got to build these behavioral systems. And the last one is just that you haven't looked at your evidence of your past throughout your journey in life and looked at the challenges, the things that you've overcome, the tools that you've learned, learning how to say no to things that you can take forward to optimize the goal setting and achievement process moving forward.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss future episodes. And we'd love to get your feedback, so please give us a review on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts so that we can share 2-minute growth tools with the world.